Now, if you bought the Echo Show 15 like I did and are a little bit disappointed with it, or maybe you're debating getting one, this new Fire TV update may make it worth it for you. I know for me, it changed my mind. This is now no longer banished to the dark corner of the office on a shelf. Instead, it's back out in the kitchen so we can take advantage of this Fire TV update. Make sure to stay to the end. There are some limitations with it. One thing I was disappointed about, one particular app. Now, before we start, here are a few of the reasons why I wasn't a big fan of the Echo Show 15. One, just its size. I find it's too big for a lot of counters and really too small to hang on a lot of walls. Also, it needs to be powered if you are hanging it on a wall. One of my recommendations is cut out a piece of cardboard in the size of this device and tape it up on the wall to make sure you're gonna like it, because you do have to drill holes to mount this. Now, I get it has a picture frame look, so it tries to blend in, but all these bezels are wasted space that just make for a bigger device. I'm also not a big fan of the touch interface. It tends to be slow and very limited. There are new widgets that add some new functionality, but even those are very limited, and I don't know. I almost would rather just get rid of them and go full screen and have an oversized Echo. Amazon has really kind of sold this as a family dashboard where the family can keep track of their stuff and what's going on with sticky notes and calendars. Now with the Fire TV update, this has gone from an oversized Echo to a TV media device that will actually get used. Something that I would like to have here on the counter when I'm in the kitchen working. If you buy a new Echo Show 15, you will see this update. Or if you already have one, if you haven't already, you'll be prompted with a little notification on the side of the screen. There, you would follow the directions to start setting it up. It's going to give you the option to start picking your apps to preload them for you. You'll then be prompted to pair a remote or use the on-screen remote. You can buy a remote right from the setup at a discounted price. Amazon says that this only supports the Alexa 3rd generation remote, but there are folks out there that have actually paired the Pro remote to this. That's something I haven't tried out yet, but I'll definitely look into. Future Craig here. I'm finishing up this video and I did want to do a follow-up. You can use the Pro remote. It will pair up with it. The thing is with the Pro remote, not all the buttons work on it. I found I was able to navigate around without any problems. I was able to use the little buttons on the bottom without any problem. The problem came when I tried to call up Alexa using the remote. It would not activate the Echo Show 15. That's just something to be aware of if you decide to get the Pro remote to try it out. Now, you do have to use the touch remote when you're navigating within apps. When you come to the Fire TV home screen, you can actually scroll through, and then when you select something, that's when you find that you have this remote pop up on the side, or you use the paired remote. You can see the remote popped up once I launched the app, and it gave a warning across the top of it that you'll have limited functionality. Now, to open up the Fire TV interface, you can swipe down from the top. You'll see there's a Fire TV icon there. You'll also find in the corner of the screen, you can tap there and it will launch right into the Fire TV interface. You can also use the remote. So if you're here on the home screen, you push the little home button, it's going to launch into the Fire TV interface. The home screen looks like what you would find on a Fire TV stick. You can click here to see all your different apps that you have downloaded and arrange which ones are going to be across the top for quick access there. You can scroll through and you'll see it's all the same categories that you'll find. Now, if you select something with the remote, you'll use the remote to control it. I was surprised you can even download some games from the App Store. One game that my daughter plays on the Apple TV and on her iPad is Crossy Road. This I've seen on the Fire TV tablets and the Fire TV sticks. I just was surprised that you can actually play this game here using the remote. If you do have family profiles set up, you can select that and switch between them. But overall, I felt like it moves at about the same pace that a Fire TV stick does. When opening up apps, they definitely feel quicker. then opening them up under the old Echo interface, for example, Netflix and Hulu. If you are using this and you want to get back to the regular Echo Show interface, you press the home button until it pops back up. So if you're watching a show, it's going to take you to the home screen first, and then you'll press it again and it'll back you up all the way out. I was skeptical how well this is going to work. Some things on the Echo Show are just really clunky and slow. I kind of expected it to be like that. As for video quality, it's a 1080p display. It looks good. It actually looks a little better than I expected. A reason I say that is the Amazon interface is not a very visually interesting interface, so it's nice to see that this looks good. Another update they did with this is they've updated the sound, so there's more of a spatial audio to it. Depending where you have this, you may not notice it too much, but if it's hanging on a wall or in a corner where that sound can bounce off the wall, you're gonna notice some improvements there. I like that you can use your voice to open up apps. Alexa, open up Hulu, and when it opens up that app, you're gonna find that there are certain apps that you can use that will allow you to navigate within them. For example, in Hulu, I can say, Alexa, tune into True TV on Hulu. And there it launched into the True TV app within Hulu. Now let's say you want to open up an app you don't have. For example, Alexa, open Showtime. What you're going to find is you're going to get prompted for things that you may not have downloaded. So right there, it loaded up the app. It has a little icon for me to download it, and it will be there the next time I want to use it. I do like that there's a YouTube app that you can use. You don't have to watch videos through a web browser anymore. You can even download YouTube TV and watch live TV through there. That's a big change from a couple years ago where you couldn't get anything YouTube on this. Now there are some limitations. One of the ones I was kind of disappointed to see is that even though you can go to the App Store and you can pick all different apps, some of them can't be loaded on here. Like for example, the Apple TV Plus app. It actually requests an updated version of the Fire TV interface, which you can't do on this. So those shows I'm not going to be able to watch. I'm sure there's going to be other apps that's going to be an issue, but then on the flip side, some games work. Which surprises me. So it's going to be a little bit experimentation to see where the limits are. I am finding I do wish there was some more consistency across the app so that you can use voice to hop back 30 seconds or hop forward 10 seconds and stuff like that would work across everything. You do have to remember this is not a Fire TV Stick or Fire TV Cube, so you are going to be missing features. Just keep that in mind. I do think it's a great update that adds a lot of value to the Echo Show 15. I still prefer Apple TVs though, and if you'd like to know why, make sure to check out this video over here that is a comparison between the new Fire TV Cube and Apple TV. I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. Bye.